Hello family, welcome once again to OBAAPA'S recipes. Today's video I'm going to show you how I prepared this gorgeous, beautiful, amazingly jollof rice. This is authentic good meat jollof rice that I just want to share with you so you can make for your friends, your family, your loved ones. Please come to the kitchen and let's start cooking. Alright, to start, I'm going to season my meat and I'm using fresh goat meat with the skin. Yeah, but you can use any preferred. And I have here one diced medium onion. And next I'm going to add in some salt, to taste. And my seasoning, I have here some garlic. I have here my jerk seasoning. And I'm going to be adding paprika. Followed, I'm going to add aje aware. With this spice, you can get some from any African market. And next, I'm going to add here oregano. And this one, I'm going to add my ginger powder. And the last, not the least, rosemary. I really love rosemary when you use it to season meat. And then I'm going to add in some water. This is just about 1 cup of water. And then I'm going to stir and cover and have it cook for 30 minutes. So back to our vegetables, I'm using here red bell peppers that I got it fresh from the store. And I have here some onion. Next, I'm adding habanero pepper. And I'm going to add 4 large tomatoes. After you get all your vegetables settled, go ahead and rinse in some water and then wash your vegetables very well. So I'm going to be washing this twice, and after that, it will be ready. But you can use any preferred vegetables of your choice. I really love bell peppers. So next, I'm going to set my oven into 400 degrees. And we're going to use that one to grill or bake the vegetables. But if you don't have oven, you can just pre-cook it on the stove. Or you can just blend it straightforward. But know that when you blend it straightforward, it will not blend, very smooth, and also it will get too watery. So when you cook your vegetables, before you blend it, it helps and you can tell the difference. Alright friends, so we are almost done. But please make sure that you remove tomato seeds as well. Yeah, so now let's go ahead and get everything ready to bake. So I'm using my glass baking tray. Like I said, if you don't have, oven, you can just pre-cook them on the stove, okay? That way it will still end up being the same. But I like to bake it well. So next we're going to add some spices in there. So I'm adding here my fresh ginger roots and some garlic. You can add any amount. And also I'm adding in here some thyme and rosemary. I really love rosemary. When it's fresh, it smells really nice. And it have a very, very good aroma. And after that, I'm going to add in here olive oil. But you can add any preferred oil of your choice. I really love olive oil because it is really healthy for you. So next, I'm going to leave it back in the oven and have it bake for just an hour. So let's go ahead and cut some onion. So we're going to use this onion to prepare the stew. And I'm using 2 large. So in total, we end up using 4 large onions for this recipe. So go ahead and dice them up. And then we're going to get our stove and our oil ready. But before then, I'm using here 18 ounces of tomato paste. Like depending on your choice or the amount you're making, you can add more tomato or, you can add less, depending on your family size. So I like to open my can both ways. Yeah, let me be a can so a straw any form. In that way, it is so easy, to use. Sometimes it can be really messy, and I'm not looking forward to that. Alright friends, so our goat meat is done. It smells divine. The flavor, it is so amazing. I like how well it came out and how beautifully it's cooked. So next, our vegetables is done. You can tell the difference, right? It looks really soft and less juicy. That is how you want it, okay? So you're going to transfer into the blender and we're going to blend it into a very smooth consistency. You can tell the difference when you cook it less water, and it can blend easily as well. So let's go ahead and blend this. Now I have my oil on the stove. As usual, I'm using coconut oil because that is my favorite cooking oil. Friends, you can use any preferred oil of your choice, but if you want to stay on the healthy side, I'm going to recommend that you use coconut oil. I'm originally from Ghana, and I know that you can get some from Opoku Trading. Whenever I go to Ghana, that is where I usually buy my coconut oil. Alright friends, so this meat is about done. It will take about 10 minutes, to cook. It doesn't take too much time at all. But friends, the meat smells really beautiful. After 10 minutes, our meat is done. It's looking so yummy and so crunchy. I wish I can just eat them right now. So next, we're going to add here some, onion in the minutes. After we get everything, removed, go ahead and add your onion. Yes, please make sure that you use the same oil because you don't want to throw that oil away. And let it cook for just a minute. And after a minute, add in your tomato paste. And please cook it for 5 to 6 minutes, okay? You have to really cook the tomato really well before you add your vegetables. That is very important because you don't want to get that tomato smell in your stew. So after I added in my vegetables, I'm going to give it a very good stir, and then I'm going to add my stock from the goat meat, okay? So that will be the goat's meat stock. Go ahead and add that one as well, and you make sure that you stir really well. So after that, I'm going to rinse just a half cup of water and add it in the stew. Friends, remember that this stew is going to cook and it's going to blow all over your stove, so we don't want that. So make sure that you use your lid to cover it, and we're using a low medium heat to prepare this stew. We do not want to rush this stew. We want it to cook really beautiful into perfection. So go ahead and cover it, and then after 20 minutes, now you can open and stir. Then we're going to add our spices. So I have here some curry powder, and I have OBAAPA'S spice, Odo de Ede. And next I'm going to add my salt to taste. These simple spices, that's all you need. Odo spice, that is all you need. And after that, just go ahead and cover it and have it cook for another 20 minutes, and your stew will be ready. Alright friends, so our stew is done. It's looking really delicious. The perfect jollof rice stew that you want to make for your friends, for the party, for the gathering, for girls talk. You have to prepare this jollof stew to make this delicious jollof for your friends. So next, we're going to turn our water on. We're going to boil water, and that's what we're going to use for the jollof rice. So next, I'm going to turn my oven on, and I'm using a high heat. If you're not familiar with this heat, you can just use 450 degrees to prepare this jollof. And of course, I have here some Mandi basmati rice. And friends, I have some rice back in stock, so you can go ahead and order your rice. It is now available. This is the best basmati rice in the market so far. So I'm using about 3 cups of rice, and then after I wash it, we're going to cook it. Yeah, so simple, less starch, very healthy as well. And what I like about Mandi rice, it does not take too much time to cook, especially when preparing jollof. It can be a headache. Most of the rice in the market, when you prepare jollof rice, it doesn't come singles, and it takes so much time to cook. I don't want to spend hours making food in the kitchen. You know what I mean? So if you're trying to stay on the healthy side, I'm going to recommend basmati rice. Yeah, so next I added my stew. It's looking really yummy and beautiful. I like to add more stew to my jollof rice, so when it's cooked, it comes out very brownish. That is my favorite. So right here, I'm adding about 1.5 cups of water. Remember, because of the stew, so you don't have to add too much water. So then add your salt and then stir them up. Make sure that everything is well cooperated, and then use aluminum foil to cover it. Because you're going to bake it in the oven, so you have to use aluminum foil to cover. And let's go ahead and leave it in the oven and have it cook for 1 hour. That is the time limit that we're going to use to prepare this jollof. Yeah, but before then, go ahead and set your time just to make sure that you don't burn your rice, or you don't forget that you have rice in the oven. That's mostly what I usually do. So set it for an hour. And if you don't have time in the oven, you can use timer, a clock timer to check. So it has been halfway so far, and the rice, look at it. Just look at how beautiful this rice cooks. You can tell that it did not burn one bit. Asia and she just halfway, it's not even done. So friends, I really like to add my carrots, right? If you are in Ghana, if we make jollof rice, I believe if you cannot even afford all the vegetables, carrots, you can afford that, right? So next I'm going to add here my goat meat and then stir a little bit, and after that I'm going to cover it back on and have it cook for 20 minutes, and that will be the remaining time left. So just like that, a jollof rice is going to be ready very soon. I can't wait to taste this rice, so friends. I am super excited for this goat meat jollof. So just like that, your jollof rice is ready. You can just go ahead and serve it. And I have here some leftover stew that I saved. Most of us like a little bit stew on the side. Or if you prefer chateau, you can add a little bit of chateau and get all your salads ready. Just anything that you want to enjoy with this jollof rice, please feel free and do so. So friends, the video has come into an end, and I believe you learned something new today. Thank you so much for watching. This is how I prepare my goat meat jollof rice. Just look at how perfect and beautiful this jollof looks. Tell me that you don't want to make this for your friends and loved ones. I want to thank you so much for watching, and until I come your way, thanks for sharing and liking this video. Stay safe, stay joyful, and have a blessed day.